Kendrick is #1 again. What up, where's your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe and notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. It is so hard to keep up with all of the accolades that Kendrick is doing, especially with SZA, when you got all the nonsense going on in hip-hop. The noise in hip-hop is so loud right now. It is encompassing everything that is good, bad, and different. You got Young Thug up and down, all these leaks. He's apologizing, this, that, and the third. You got Drake, got Pinocchio running all around. He's doing these weird-ass episodes that's going nowhere, running in circles. Then you got What's the Dirt, trying to make this shit make sense. This is the full explanation of it. Episode 3, the most in-depth you will ever, like, in most in-depth, nobody doing it but your ass. So it's like, it's all over the place. You got Soulja Boy doing all kind of crazy shit. Kanye in the middle of stuff. You got Dame Dash going up to the Breakfast Club acting like a goddamn fool. You got Jay-Z in and out, he dipping his toe. He might be making music, he might not, according to Bleak. Let me get a verse. It's a whole lot of shit going on. Cameron kick AB out for acting all crazy. We're just getting the tip of the iceberg. This is so much noise that we forget that there is a guy got his head down, quietly doing his job. He's doing what hip-hop's supposed to be doing, right? The only one congratulating was Nas. Remember that? There's a guy, and I told you, I went to his concert a couple months ago. On the floor, gang. It was a beautiful shot, beautiful sight. I got beautiful footage. I put it on my YouTube page, and UMG waited 3 weeks and gave me a copyright strike. I had to wait 90 days to get that copyright strike off my page. But end of the day, I went to the Kendrick Lamar concert and was very happy that I went. I was extremely pleased and impressed. And I walked away feeling good about the show, feeling good about where hip-hop was. There is a man quietly doing his job. He's not on Twitter. He's not on Instagram hitting like on nonsense like these other rappers. They're hitting like on stuff, this propaganda, this bullshit, still going around trying to be in the middle of everything, going on, sitting on interviews with little white girls talking about not this again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got loafers on talking about Birkenstocks and all this shit. Like, there's a rapper out there, gang, that's really just putting in good work, doing good music. He ain't trying to hit you with 4 or 5 different videos of nonsense, trying to figure out which album, which song to put this on. He's not threatening, I got an album coming out. He ain't got no lawsuit, all this. It's just a guy quietly doing his job, gang. Hip-hop is a real job. It's a real thing. It's a love. It's a passion. It's a craft. And there is a guy out there that's just minding his business, doing what he does for the culture. They're trying to turn that culture word into a dirty word. They working real hard. Gang, they still using it. Now they're using the word culture on Twitter. And I told you, the only place that these people live, they flourish, is like, you know how if you get one roach, a bunch of roaches might be behind it. It's like they're infesting Twitter, gang. Is really bad. It's a bunch of mice and lice and all kind of shit. But they're on Twitter, and the only place that they can sit there in droves and have any real force is Twitter. If you go on Twitter right now, they're using culture in quotation marks because now they're making culture a dirty word. Well, guess what? Culture is not a dirty word, and we got a man representing this culture to the fullest. His name is Kendrick Lamar, and he yet again is #1, somewhere that Drake has been fighting for years to try to get back to. It ain't happening, but he wants to get there again, right? He's real close. No kid got real close. #2 was almost, gang, was almost there. He could have reached out. He could smell it. I could grab it. I could taste it. But he didn't get there. This guy consistently going on #1, and they're using 2 words online to try to bring this man's reign down. It ain't working. They got one is the culture and the other is bots. And every day and all day, they always talking about the culture and the bots. They're trying to reframe the narrative, gang. If you go on Twitter right now, it feel like Drake is back. It feel like Drake won and this is an alternative universe. But we got this one guy doesn't pay attention to none of that shit. I don't know if he got a burner account or not, but at the end of the day, he's not paying attention to none of that shit. This guy just working. This guy now, he's got this, I believe, what is he in, the South American leg of his tour? Still doing stadiums, still knocking out the park. SZA got off the tour. He done added Schoolboy Q and a couple other people, right? Now he kept it rolling. We doing our thing. Ab Soul as well, right? Kendrick Lamar, quietly, he ain't go and make no posts and do this and that and third. #1 again. #1 again. Let me read this article. I want to have this conversation because we get lost in this this world of all this negativity. We always fighting a good fight. We always trying to go, yo, listen, that's not true. Those numbers aren't true. You can't bot these numbers. We still fighting this bot narrative. Like this motherfucking record could go for the next 5 years, and they'll say all 5 years, it's bots. They coping with a loss that's so devious and bad that they're still rewriting. They're still going back to the lyrics that Kendrick wrote a year ago. Still going, yo, they're still fighting the lyrics in the court of public opinion that already have demolished this guy. So I'm just going to talk about this because I feel like this needs to be said. Kendrick Lamar and SZA reclaimed the #1 chart position thanks to Luther. Kendrick Lamar and SZA recently topped the Billboard Hot Rap Songs chart once again, surpassing BX the Plug and Bailey Zimmerman. It's been a wildly successful couple of years for Kendrick Lamar. Fortunately, his reign shows no signs of ending anytime soon. Forbes reports that his hit GNX track with SZA, Luther, recently reclaimed his #1 spot on the Billboard Hot Rap Songs chart. The position was previously held by Big X the Plug, I Hope You're Happy song All the Way, featuring Bailey Zimmerman. Luther also recently secured a spot on Billboard's Top Songs of the Summer list. It came in at #5 behind Alex Warren's Ordinary, Morgan Wallen, and Tate McRae's What I Want and More. This isn't the only impressive feat Kendrick is celebrating these days, however. Earlier this month, he was honored with an Emmy Award for Outstanding Music Direction alongside musical director Tony Russell, thanks to his Super Bowl halftime show. It was his second Emmy Award. Now, you may say, Charles, why do you always entangle this stuff with what the Drake fans are saying? Because I use these moments because I know there's a lot of Kendrick fans like me who hear this stuff and they get tired of hearing it. They get tired of the nonsense. It's always you're debunking this, debunking that. You're like, is that true? That you're trying to figure out ways to avoid the noise, because what it is no matter what, someone's coming in to blow the high. Well, we got to remind ourselves and remind the people that don't know what's going on that Kendrick is still kicking ass. GNX came out last November. It's about to be the next November, and this guy's still on the charts where these people can't even, they're barely doing number 40, number 30. They're barely getting that. And Kendrick is back to #1 on the hip hop rap charts. And these are accomplishments. This is not even close to the accomplishments that this guy has done this year. He's done so many things, 1 billion streams, like all this stuff he's done, stuff you can never take away. So I want to acknowledge these things and at the same time put a foot back on these guys' necks that's still talking nonsense. And I know that they're bots and this, that, and the third. And I know that they're OVO hoes and all this shit you want to call them for the bubble bath rapper. But at the same time, it's to reaffirm what we already know, that the culture is speaking through Kendrick. Kendrick is making his name known. And a lot of these people can't deal with it, they can't take it, so they make up a lot of nonsense and a lot of lies. A lot of you don't need to be on Twitter, but I have to be on there. It's part of my job at this point. I'm one of the people that literally are in there just fighting the fight, because at some point, when you tell so many lies, we've seen this in our government at this point. We got a government administration right now that's in there for 100% due to misinformation and a whole bunch of lies. And if you get 50, 60, 70 different people saying the same lie, at that point, that lie is true. And if nobody fights the lie, then people grow up from young, start to become young adults and become full-fledged adults. They believe lies. So they grow up in a system of lies where things don't make no sense. And then you get people thinking that sales are the only thing that matters in hip-hop. I got people right now arguing with me that hip-hop is all about the sales. But that's a lie. That's not true. So if nobody fights that, then at some point it becomes the academic's first week sales means your album is good or not, depending on what he says was your first week sales. So they try to say Clips wasn't good because of first week sales. It's like it's all about sales to these people. No, that's not true. Hip hop is never about sales. It never has been, never will be. But if no one speaks up and fights that narrative, then we get a whole generation of young kids. Their whole motive is, nah, F all them lyrical miracle shits. We just trying to make something to make sales. Then you got these motherfuckers sagging with teardrop tattoos and all, you know what I'm saying? Like just on some other shit. So now they're trying to be whatever just to make record sales. No, we don't need that. We need more Kendricks. We need more SZAs. We need more artists that are going to understand what this hip hop thing is about. And we need somebody to tell them, right? It is what it is. So let me continue this. Kendrick has broken various records on his Grand National Tour so far too, which he and SZA kicked off in Minneapolis this April. In June, for example, it was named the highest grossing co-headlining tour ever, right? But if you go online, there's a whole lot of nonsense about this. Oh, this other tour beat that. You already know that. What was it? Nothing was the same tour, they saying, or everything was a blur. Everything at this point, it's like everything is going to be twisted and turned and all the nuance is going to be taken out. It's just headlines, bong, that are kind of true but kind of not. So you got to cut through the noise, gang. This is what my job is at this point. I take it on. It is what it is. I can take the arrows and the blows and the bullets and whistles. It is what it is. Let me continue. At this time, it had already ranked in an impressive 256.4 million. They've since hit various cities in Europe and the UK, including Cologne, Amsterdam, Paris, London, and more. Currently, Kendrick is preparing to embark on the South American leg of the tour, which SZA will be joining him for. This month and next month, he'll perform in Mexico City, Bogota, Sao Paulo, I hope I said that right, Buenos Aires, and Santiago. In December, he'll head to Australia for a handful of shows in Melbourne and Sydney. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to add on to that tour so he can take that title from this guy with that whole, he got the most money ever made on the tour. I low-key see what he's trying to do. He's like, nah, I'm going to keep going. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to take that title from you too. The last title you're holding on to, oh, I made more money than him on the tour, He's coming to take that title too, and he's doing it in half the time with stadiums and not arenas. Stadiums hold a lot more people than arenas ever will. And Drake is on tour right now, making a lot of money, but he's doing it in arenas. It's a lot harder to do that. All right, listen, I'm out of here. Salute to Kendrick for once again being #1. Salute to all these accolades. I've been meaning to do this video because there's so many accolades. Every time I start the video, another accolade comes and another one comes. So at the end of the day, let's just embrace all of them because this guy earned it. He worked hard. He said, I deserve it all. And gang, listen, salute to Kendrick. I'm going to take my hat off to you, gang. You're doing hip-hop how it's supposed to be, how we envisioned it, when it started, in New York, in the Bronx, back in the 70s. No matter who started it, somebody started it. But at the end of the day, it's here, it's what it is. And he's doing it at a high level. Salute to Kendrick, all right? Listen. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Fleas, we talk about hip-hop. We will be bringing up this Kendrick issue next week, all right? Tap in. I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there, we out. Grab my pocket knife too, let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.